Happy end of September, everyone. I'm here today to go over what I read in September, what I plan on reading in October, and get your feedback on what you think I should read next. I know I do a lot about sewing in this channel, and I wanted to make sure I included a lot about reading because those are my two loves and those are the two things I want to share with you. So let's get started. So the first thing I was reading in September was Words of Radiance. I have not finished it yet. It's still a few more days to the end of September, so I may still end up doing that. I will keep you posted. I'll probably update on my Instagram when I finally do because I feel like it's taking me forever, but it's so good. Like, it's really hard to put down. Then you gotta go and be an adult, so what can I say? The next book that I read is Pride by Evie Zavoy. This was a retelling of the classic Pride and Prejudice. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I will have a full review and a sewing project for that later, so be on the lookout for that. Another thing I didn't mention previously in my last TBR was that I do a lot of audiobooks, and I do audiobooks through the library and the Libby app. So that being said, I often will put things on my list, you know, with rough estimates like, oh, okay, and give myself about 2 weeks in between each estimated time frame of how long it'll be till I get them. Oftentimes it takes longer than that. Other times they just magically show up in the queue when they tell you it's gonna be another month. So I ended up having 4 books drop into my lap all at the same time, and I was like, I can't listen to these all in 3 weeks. It's been busy. First, I was listening to Neil Gaiman's Trigger Warning. That is a collection of short stories, and just the intro by Neil Gaiman was enough to keep me going with the rest of it. But then I got interrupted with all the other books. First was Winter's Heart by Robert Jordan. That's book 9 of Wheel of Time. Because I've been dedicated to that for over a year now, and I've been trudging through and pushing through, I, of course, you know, had to drop Neil Gaiman and go to that so I could get through it because they're quite a bit longer, and the Neil Gaiman didn't have a wait for anybody to follow up on, so I could renew it when it was done. I also got in The Order of the Pure Moon by Zen Cho. It's a really short story. I think it's only 4 hours, but I have not yet started it. It's just kind of sitting there in my queue. The last 2 books that dropped into my lap: The Black Kids by Christina Hammond Reed. It takes place in the summer immediately following the Rodney King trial when the police officers were acquitted of the charges. And so her dealing with the fallout from her perspective, having lived through that time period. I did grow up in that time period, so having seen some of my friends' reactions firsthand, I really kind of have a connection with that. So this story really immediately drew my attention to something that I wanted to read, and I'm very much looking forward to that one. Lastly, the other one that's sitting in my queue waiting for me to download, A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow. I believe it's 2 sisters who are mermaids, but they are living on land. I don't remember the specifics. I put it on my queue a while ago, so that's my next one. Hopefully this all works out. I can get everything timed and I can listen to everything. I really enjoy listening to audiobooks while I'm doing stuff like cleaning around the house or even while I'm sewing. And I'll let you in a little secret. Sometimes when I'm sewing for you guys, for the camera, I'm also listening to an audiobook because, you know, multitasking. So let's back up a little bit to some physical books. At the end of August, I said I was going to be picking up a couple books. I picked up one of them and I didn't finish the other one. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. We just can't seem to get on the same page, us two. That's okay. It's next. It's my next physical book. So as soon as Words of Radiance is done, I'm going straight into this. So I'm planning on finishing it by the end of October. So fingers crossed. I would also like to pick up this one, We Hunt the Flame. I've had it on the shelf for a little while and it looks really great. I've heard some really good things about it. This will be next after The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. These are my 2 books that I'm hoping to get through for the month of October, plus the other audiobooks that I have going on. Fingers crossed that I can get through everything. Now for some projects coming up, I might need a little bit of feedback from you guys. I want to know what you think of the tutorials, the sewing part of things. If you'd like to see more book stuff, please let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see because I'm here for you. Things we can look forward to that I already have plans in the works. I did plan on doing Catwoman Soul Stealer at the end of September. fabric delivery got here a little bit later than I would have liked. That is being pushed back to the first week of October. After that, I do plan on doing something for Pride. If I finish it, I will also do something for Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. If I do not, I will find something else instead. And lastly, at some point this month, I will be doing a review of Keeper of the Lost Cities. It is my daughter's favorite book series of all times currently. She's gone through quite a bit, so she's obsessed with it, and she will be appearing on camera with me, so look forward to that. Also, just real quick on a personal note, I am having a little bit of a challenge with the good old carpal tunnel, so some of my projects may not be sewing, they may be fabric related or general craft related, just things that are inspired by the books, only because I want to give myself a little bit of a break. It's been a rough week for me around here, so things coming up are a little bit different as well, but I think it's going to be really great. I am still looking forward to it. At some point I may have to have surgery and all of this may change, so we'll see. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a really busy month for me around here. I've had a lot going on top of all of the sewing and all of the filming, so I didn't get as much done as I would have liked. That's okay. There's always next month, and we're having a good time doing this. So appreciate everyone. Have a great day. See you next time.